You know that feeling when a legendary name makes a comeback? Well, get ready, because the Toyota Land Cruiser is doing exactly that for 2026. And honestly, it looks like Toyota really listened to what fans wanted. This isn't just a facelift. It's a whole new chapter for one of the most iconic SUVs ever built. So, let me tell you, when I first saw the new Land Cruiser, the first thing that hit me was the design. It's like Toyota managed to blend old-school toughness with a modern twist. Remember the boxy, rugged silhouette that made the Land Cruiser famous back in the day? That's back. The 2026 model is squared-off bold and just screams capability. The front end has this upright grille with those retro-inspired headlights that nod to the classic models from the 90s. But everything's sharper, more sculpted. It feels purposeful. It feels like Toyota said, "You want an off-road beast that still looks cool in the city? Here you go." Now, let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where things get really interesting. Toyota is finally moving with the times, and for 2026, the Land Cruiser is going hybrid. Yeah, you heard that right. A hybrid Land Cruiser. Don't worry though, this isn't about turning it into some soft city cruiser. This setup gives you that perfect mix of power and efficiency. We're talking about a turbocharged engine paired with an electric motor, giving you solid torque for towing and crawling over rocks, but also helping you save on fuel. And let's be honest, anyone who's owned a Land Cruiser knows they aren't exactly known for sipping fuel. This new system changes that, and honestly, it's about time. And here's something that put a smile on my face. Toyota didn't compromise on the off-road stuff. This thing still has that body and frame construction. So yeah, it's still a proper SUV, not a crossover pretending to be one. You've got advanced four-wheel drive, multiple terrain modes, and even a new crawl control that's smoother and quieter than before. So, if you're the kind of person who actually takes your SUV into the wild, not just a Starbucks, this thing's ready for it, and the ground clearance. Just say, if you see a rock, the Land Cruiser's probably laughing at it now. Let's slide inside, because Toyota clearly spent time making sure the cabin feels like an upgrade without losing that rugged vibe. First impressions? It's way more premium than the old models, but not in an over-the-top luxury way. It's functional, practical, but still stylish. Big infotainment screen. Finally, with a super smooth interface. No more clunky old-school system. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, of course. Tons of USB ports, wireless charging, and a sound system that actually feels like you're in 2026. It's not 2006. And here's the best part. Toyota didn't go crazy with touch-sensitive nonsense. You still have physical knobs for climate control. And drive modes, which off-roaders will love, space dash-wise. Can still get it as a two-row or a three-row. So whether you're hauling the family or just loading up for a solo adventure, you're covered. And the materials. Durable but soft. The kind of cabin that makes you feel comfortable on a long road trip, but can still take a beating if you're out in the mud, all right? I know you're wondering about the price, because Land Cruisers have never been cheap. The 2026 model is expected to start around the mid-$50,000 range, which honestly, for what you're getting, is pretty solid. It's cheaper than the old 200 series was, and that's because Toyota wants to make this new Land Cruiser more accessible. It's more for the real enthusiasts and adventurers, not just the luxury crowd. Fully loaded, you're probably looking at the high 60s, maybe low 70s, but again, for something that can handle trails and still look sharp on date night, that's not bad. Now, compared to the older models, this is where Toyota nailed it. The last generation was amazing, but let's be real, it got pricey and a bit too plush for its own good. This new one feels like a return to the roots. Affordable, rugged, and built to last. At the same time, it's not stuck in the past. Hybrid tech, modern safety features, better infotainment, it's like the best of both worlds. Honestly, I think this is the Land Cruiser a lot of us have been waiting for. It's got that heritage vibe, the off-road chops, and now some real world. Practicality with better fuel economy? If you've always dreamed of owning a Land Cruiser, 2026 might just be your year. What do you think? Did Toyota knock it out of the park, or should they have gone a different direction? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'm really curious if this new approach wins over the old school fans. And hey, if you love talking cars as much as I do, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe for more, and stay tuned, because This is just the start of some big changes coming in the SUV world. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's next.